Hey, Suns Geek, I have a question for you. Yeah, what's your question? Um, is Devin Booker getting traded? I heard and I saw on social media that Devin Booker's getting traded. So I want to know, is Devin Booker getting traded?
I think everybody knows that's a stupid question, bro. Are you joking?
Devin Booker is not getting traded. That's how I want to start off this live show. And that's going to be a good chunk of this live show. Before we get started, though, you guys, you already know the drill. Oops, actually, I almost broke my phone. Make sure to Hulk smash that like button, you guys. Please subscribe. And I appreciate everybody who is watching right now. I know that I probably chose a wrong day to do this. You know, it's the NFL draft tonight. The Knicks and 76ers are currently playing. And then the Lakers and Nuggets are playing later. And I do kind of want to catch a little bit of that Nuggets and Lakers game because game 2 was awesome. Seriously, if you missed game 2, especially like the second half of that game of Nuggets Lakers, seriously, go watch that. It was incredible. And thank you, Suns Fever, for letting me know we're looking and sounding good. I appreciate that. But anyways, all right, guys. I don't know why I'm wasting my time with this, but I just feel as somebody who is a Suns creator, you know, whatever you want to call me, Suns creator, podcaster, whatever, as somebody who has done this for so long now, I just feel like I owe it to you guys, whether you're watching now or later, to just remind you guys that Devin Booker is not getting traded. Devin Booker's not getting traded. Now you're probably like, Suns Geek, where did this all start? Well, first off, if you guys think Suns Twitter is toxic and bad at times, which it can be, Suns Facebook is worse. Unfortunately, I'm on Suns Facebook. I don't check it often. I don't engage often, but I get on there sometimes. Some of it started there. You know, just the people who want clicks and attention, and that's sort of a big theme, I guess you could say. Now, I'm not exactly sure if this was the beginning of the Devin Booker trade rumors, and I put it into quotations, trade rumors. But we're going to start here, and we're not going to listen to this whole clip because they don't deserve this kind of attention. This video does not deserve the attention that it's unfortunately getting. We are going to watch a little bit of it, though. And look, let me just say this first off. This is nothing against Bill Simmons and Kevin O'Connor. You know, a part of me actually really respects Bill Simmons because if you guys don't know, that dude knows so much about NBA history. It's awesome. Like, he speaks my language in terms of NBA history. He knows the Bill Russells and the Wilt Chamberlains, et cetera, et cetera. He knew Bill Russell. He did a whole feature, like a whole thing with Bill. I think it was called Mr. Russell's House. So Bill Simmons knows NBA history. I give him props for that. And nothing against Kevin O'Connor. I like Kevin O'Connor. I don't always listen to Bill Simmons and Kevin O'Connor's podcasts and stuff, but I like them. I follow them and everything. But this was a major L on both of their parts. It must have just been a really slow day for them. Or maybe they're like, hey, we need some more clicks, some more views. Let's just throw out a random Devin Booker trade. And if you're on Suns Twitter, you probably saw this. Again, this is why I'm like, sorry, it's a bad day that I'm doing this. You know, NFL draft and NBA playoffs and everything. But I was tired last night. I am a human being, you guys. I get tired. And I was just like, I don't want to do it, you know, last night. But tonight, I definitely wanted to do it. And this comment right here, thank you for addressing this ridiculous BS. Exactly. Key word in this is addressing. I just wanted to address it. Do not believe these Devin Booker trade rumors. You're probably like, Suns Geek, get to the point already, dude. Well, we're going to do that right now. This is from Bill Simmons, Kevin O'Connor. I'll zoom in a little bit so you guys can see. And yeah, you're seeing that quote correctly there. This is what they said. I'll just let it play. It's as ridiculous as it sounds. Full volume up. Here we go.
Whoever's inner circle is. They're like, let's call New Orleans. Griffin answers, and he says, CJ McCollum and Trey Murphy, and throw us 2 future picks, and you can have Booker.
I need more than that for Devin Booker.
I'm saying 2 good future firsts.
Give me 5 firsts.
5 first with Trey Murphy?
Yeah. I like Trey Murphy a hell of a lot, but he's a role player. You need more. So
you think he's a role player? I think he's more than a.
Okay, and then they just talk about Trey Murphy. That clip went on way too long. But anyways, you get the point. And first off, I agree with Kevin O'Connor. I like Trey Murphy a lot too, but come on, dude. We're not having this conversation. Look at that. CJ McCollum and Trey Murphy. And then he got ratioed. Bill Simmons got so ratio, and I never use the word ratio, but I'm going to use it a lot in this show. Bill Simmons got so ratioed, especially after the Celtics lost last night. I even quote tweeted him saying, okay, well, why don't we give you CJ McCollum and Trey Murphy and 2 picks for Jason Tatum in the future or whatever, just he got so ratioed, man. It was just such a terrible take. But that's not it. Like, I don't want to just have this solely focused on that because that's just 2 people's opinions, whatever. Someone, it's like, don't hate the player, hate the game, Like, I hate that quote, but it's true. It wasn't just that. Oh, boy, it gets a lot worse. First off, Eddie Johnson, Suns broadcaster, former Suns player and everything, quote tweeted them and said this. I'll zoom in a little bit so you guys can see. He put the crying, laughing emoji. That's your mission to break up the Suns. The Celtics need to trade Tatum for Trae Young and Jalen Johnson if he does not want to win a title this year instead of paying him $300 million then, Bill. Like, you just talk about ratio. You talk about just getting killed in the comments. That's what happened to Bill Simmons and Kevin O'Connor in this post. Like, come on. It must have just been a slow day, y'all. But then there was more. Oh, boy. Again, why am I even wasting my time, y'all? It's because I love you guys. I love doing this content creating stuff. I love talking about the Phoenix Suns, good or bad, y'all. And believe it or not, you guys, it gets worse. You're like, Suns Geek, how could it get worse than that? Somebody, I don't even know, like I've seen, okay, you know how like if you're on TikTok, for example, you just like get recommended all this content and you can scroll or keep watching. I've seen this dude's podcast, kind of. I've mainly just seen it on TikTok. And this is what his trade idea and a quote rebuild for the Phoenix Suns looks like. The Knicks would package Mitchell Robinson, who I'm not going to lie, I really like Mitchell Robinson. But anyways, Dante DiVincenzo, Bojan Bogdanovic, and 5 future first-round picks. Then I guess he has more trades. Franz Wagner, who I think is a solid player. Cole Anthony, and 3 first-round picks for Devin Booker. Oh, and then let's just trade Kevin Durant, too. Tyler Hero, Nikola Jovic, not Nikola Jokic, Nikola Jovic from the Heat. Terry Rozier, 2 first-round picks. Oh, and then we could trade with OKC, too, and get Cason Wallace, who's a young, scrappy defender. Kenrich Williams, and 4 first-round picks, even though OKC has like 30 for the next 7 drafts. I'm not exaggerating there. So he says, best case scenario, Knicks head into the new era with Franz Wagner, Cason Wallace, and a ton of picks. Yeah, that's what this guy said. I'm at a loss for words. So I'll just let South Park handle it.
Click it off, dude. Click it off.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
This literally like all happened yesterday. I wish I would have went live yesterday, but I was just so tired. I just did not want to go live yesterday. And here's the crazy part. Remember earlier in the live show when I said you can literally go on Suns Facebook or Suns Twitter, and you'll probably see a lot more Devin Booker trade stuff. It doesn't stop here. Luckily, this is the last one I've seen anyways. And we're not going to watch this full video. At least we're not going to try to. And I know you guys know Espo from PHNX. Shout out to them. They do incredible work. I've been on their show once before. I love them. I absolutely love this tweet from Espo. He's reacting to this guy's video. Oop. So this guy posts the video, and Espo has the greatest tweet here. We can stop social media now. We've found the worst possible. Oh, sorry, I just butchered that. We can stop social media now. We've found the worst take possible. From this guy. Never heard of this guy before. Mikey Over, I guess on TikTok, has some kind of podcast or something. This is what he had to say about Devin Booker. Oh, and it's bad, y'all. It is a bad take. Listen to this. Listen to this.
Why have we let the media, the dumb fans, the Nike brand itself, and the city of Phoenix lead me to believe that Devin Booker is worth his salt? The kid has done fuck all, but we treat him like he's a top 10 player in the NBA. I don't even know if he's top 25. He hasn't won shit. All he does is score the rock. He can't play fucking defense. He wasn't even a starter at Kentucky in college, and we've given him his own shoe.
He wasn't even a starter at Kentucky at college. That video does not even deserve to be played. The rest of it. And look, again, I'm not like going at these media people and podcasters personally. You know, you don't hate the player, you hate the game. But is this the kind of content that gets thousands and hundreds of views? Should I be doing this kind of content now, you guys? Should I just throw out random Devin Booker trades and random Kevin Durant trades to get clicks and views? Should I just start clickbaiting everything now? Is that what you guys want? Because apparently that's what gets the clicks. I don't hate the player, hate the game, y'all. It's sad. Some of you guys do not know how long I've been doing this content creating stuff. It's sad what has come of content creating. What has become of content creating, excuse me. It's like you literally have to say something outlandish and crazy to get clicks and views. It is sad. Slayer's icon said, what about Jokic? Well, maybe, no, I'm just kidding. We'll be having a different conversation. It's about Jokic, but no, we're not trading Devin Booker, y'all. I'm just joking. But, oh, he means bro got drafted in the second round, didn't play in college. Okay, now I get what you're saying. I thought you meant like a Jokic Booker trade. I was about to say, I was like, wait a minute. No, I'm just joking. Devin Booker's not getting traded, y'all. Justin Ingram says, this is so stupid beyond words. Book has been with the Suns through some of the worst situations in franchise history. Amen to that. After a couple of not so great games, trade him. Definitely no. I love this comment from Justin here for two reasons. Sort of the middle part here. Book has been with the Suns through some of the worst situations in franchise history. After a couple of not so great games, trade him. You know, he's just saying that's how everybody else is looking at it. So I left a comment on that dude's video about Booker. And I said, I was kind of trolling him. And I said, only watches one Suns game a year. Talking about that guy. I really feel like that's how like Bill Simmons and these other podcasters and creators view the Suns. They watch like one or two Suns games a year. Booker has a bad game and they just think, oh, Booker wants out. He should get traded. Booker wants out because he had two bad games against a really scrappy, good defensive Timberwolves team. It is just sad. It is ridiculous. And if anybody from the national media, in the small chance that anybody from the national media or a podcast with way more followers than I have is watching. I'm going to look right in the camera when I say this. The Phoenix Suns are not trading Devin Booker. Devin Booker is not getting traded to the Phoenix. Wow, I can't even stop. Devin Booker is not getting traded. The Phoenix Suns are not trading Devin Booker. You can take that to the bank. Devin Booker's not getting traded, national media. And I literally talked about this with the Suns Jam Session podcast the other night during our Suns therapy session. I was like, this is just the national media who's bored and likes to pick on the Phoenix Suns because we're the Phoenix Suns. And this doesn't even, I'm not even going to bother wasting my time with all the crap that Stephen A. Smith says about Kevin Durant. I'm not going to do it. Devin Booker's not getting traded. It's just a fact. Speaking of that, I love this tweet here from one of my favorite followers, one of my favorite follows on Twitter. Let me pull this up real quick. Fix that. I love this. I love this tweet right here. None of the Suns' big three is getting traded in the offseason. Even if we get swept and blown out every game, don't waste your time with that. I wish I would have listened to this earlier, but it's true. None of the Suns' big three is getting traded in the offseason. Even if we get swept, blown out in every game, does not matter. Do not waste your time with that. So national media, if you're watching, Bill Simmons, Kevin O'Connor, the podcast dude, and that TikToker dude who made the Devin Booker stuff. Devin Booker's not getting traded. None of the Suns' big three is getting traded. Sorry, y'all. Even if you're the biggest Kevin Durant hater ever, or you're the biggest Bradley Beal hater ever, they are not getting traded. It's just not happening. You don't make those massive trades, those league kind of altering trades, those blockbuster trades, just to give it up after 1.5 seasons, you know. I say 1.5 because we've only had Kevin Durant since last February, you know, so. Ooh, and then earlier, you know, speaking of PHNX, you know, with Espo and everything, we literally talked about this when I was on their show. This is literally a now it's like 2-year window. So 2-year window, 3-year window, 2-year window. The Suns have a 2-year window with this big three. Now, if we're, let's see, so 2025, 26, so if we're like in 2026, 2027 season, you know, a couple of years from now, and we just keep failing miserably, no, we're not trading Devin Booker, but I could see a Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal trade somehow in like 2 to 3 years. Because heck, what if KD's like, yeah, this just ain't working, man. Sorry, Booker, I love you, but you got to trade me. Booker's not going anywhere. But down the road, I could definitely see a Kevin Durant, Beal trade, you know, maybe some kind of a rebuild if this fails, but I don't know. So, little bit more I want to get to. Now, I know I say this after every show or during every show, and I never really live up to it because we've already gone 20 minutes. I am going to try to keep this show under an hour because I do want to watch, you know, the Lakers game and all that stuff. Just remember, you guys, Devin Booker is not getting traded. The Phoenix Suns are not trading Devin Booker. I have to whisper it to you so you can hear me. Devin Booker's not getting traded. End of story. Let's move on. Don't listen to social media. It's all just stupid stuff that the clickbaiters want. I'm not even making sense anymore because it's that ridiculous. All right, y'all. Anyways, I'm going to try to keep this show under an hour is what I'm trying to say. Let's get a little positive here. Let's just get a little positive for a minute. And let's kind of talk about the series. The Suns-Wolves series, which obviously so far has been a disaster. At least for the Suns it is. Let me take a sip of my drink here. Delicious. Let's get a little positive. I liked this tweet the other day, and I think the Suns just literally need all of the positivity they can right now, despite everything that's gone on in this series and despite what NBA history tells us. I like this tweet from Nicholas Stick on Twitter. I've been following this dude for a while, so go follow him right now on Twitter. Who goes on to say, ooh, let me fix that real quick. Okay, what's going on here? Okay, whatever. Who goes on to say, let me lower this. Whoa, what is going on? Technical difficulty. I need a producer, y'all. Like, for real. I need somebody to, like, help me with these streams. Anyways. Don't fret. Back in 2022, the Dallas Mavericks found themselves in a similar situation. Down 0-2, but came back to win. The year before that, the Milwaukee Bucks accomplished the same thing. There's always room for hope, says Nicholas Stick. And I love that tweet. But it's not just that. Another one of my favorite followers on Twitter, or follows on Twitter, can't talk today apparently, Zona Hoops, AZ Sports Zone on Twitter. Great follow. Go follow him. The all-time record of NBA playoff series that started off 0-2, 33 to a 416, a rate of 7.3%. Phoenix has been part of one of those comebacks versus Los Angeles Lakers in 1993. They were also on the other side of it twice in the 2021 NBA Finals and versus the Dallas Mavericks in 2022. I don't know. Strangely, that tweet sounded comforting to me. And I sort of talked about this in some of my live shows recently. Like, I know it kind of feels over, but guys, the simplest way to explain it is that we have what? 4 more chances? I can't do math, but like, we have lots of chances to tie this series. And if you've been following basketball a lot, one game could shift the whole series. So if we win tomorrow, which obviously is a huge must win, we have to win tomorrow. But if we win, and if we win kind of comfortably or comfortable, like, the series could shift. I was talking to my guy, Let's Talk Wolves. We've been DMing each other and talking a lot about the series. And I'm paraphrasing what he said, but he was like he's happy they're winning. He's happy they're up to, but he's not really buying into anything the Timberwolves are doing until they get a win in Phoenix. And I even had a comment on my YouTube channel that pretty much said the same thing. Like, yeah, this is great and everything, but he's like, I want to see us win at Phoenix before I really start to buy this. That's why tomorrow's game is just, saying it's a must win is an understatement. We can't even look forward to game 4 yet. We got to just nail game 3. And I talked about this recently. I don't care if it's an ugly win, and I'm not a fan of ugly wins. I don't care this time, though. I don't care if it's an ugly win. I don't care if it comes down to the final 10 seconds. We need to win. And as Suns Fever saying in the comments, it's like I could go, we could literally be here for an hour, even though I don't think we're going to be here for an hour. The turnovers. Oh my God, the turnovers. But just like I said in the show with the Suns Jam session, I said, for me in game 2 personally, it wasn't even that we had 20 or whatever turnovers that we had. It was the points off turnovers that the Wolves killed us on. And then you're like, oh, okay, well, maybe the Suns could counter that. The Suns did not counter that. It was like 32 or 30 Timberwolves points off turnovers to the Suns 2. We had 2 points off their turnovers. They had 30. They had 30. I don't care if we win by 20 tomorrow or if we win by 2. We have to win. You know, we got to win like the second chance points battle, which obviously goes in with rebounding. Like, you want to know how bad it is right now for Phoenix in terms of like turnovers and all of that? Like, check out this stat right here from one of my other favorite follows. I can't talk today, y'all. What is going on with my life? Uh-oh. Are we still live? What's going on? Your browser is locked connection, screen audio, try screen. What is going on? We good, y'all? Somebody put it like a thumbs up in the chat if we're good. Okay. What is going on with my life? Anyways. Okay, cool. Check this out, guys. This is how, thank you, NSE Hoops, and thank you, Slayers Icon. Anyways, check this out, y'all. Great follow. Matt Stat Williams. So it's Stats Williams on Twitter. Seriously, go follow him right now. He doesn't tweet much, but like every time he does tweet, it's like a really great tweet. Check this out, y'all. The Timberwolves have outscored the Suns by 33 points off turnovers in the first round series. This is the largest difference in points off turnovers the first 2 games of a series since the Miami Heat, the Heatles, in 2013 conference semis versus the Bulls, also a plus 33. What's crazy is it feels like a lot more than 33. You know what I mean? Feels like we're getting like outscored by like 66 or something like that. But that's a crazy stat. And I retweeted that so hard. I was like, I don't even care. Like, thank you guys for letting me know. I appreciate it. So like, I use a certain streaming service and notifications pop up. But anyways, that's a crazy stat, y'all. Like it's a terrible stat, but you get the point, man. That's just, anyways. We did get some good news today, though. Like I said, this is going to be a little bit of a shorter live show, but we're going to react to some stuff. So, Suns had their shoot around today. They had yesterday off, which they deserved. I mean, you're flying home from Minnesota. You need to rest and all that. They had shoot around today. We're not going to react to this whole thing because it's like 22 minutes long. But there's a specific quote from KD that I want to react to. And then, believe it or not, we actually have a Grayson Allen injury update, a good update. We're going to react to that too. But let's go ahead, listen to KD here, because there was one specific quote. And he said some other stuff, but this kind of quote I kind of want to focus on. So let's listen to KD here. This was from Sun Shoot Around. Let me just share the screen. Here we go. Shout out to the Phoenix Suns YouTube channel here. They upload all these if you guys want to go watch them for yourselves. So let's listen to KD here, post-practice, and let's make sure the volume's all the way up. Here we go.
Around. I got a lot of penetrators, so we help, and Rudy's there as a safety valve sometimes. So we're just playing harder, help each other out more, and just be there on the catch a little bit more, and we'll be fine.
Behind closed doors, is the whole team on the same page?
Of course. We around each other.
Sorry, y'all. So real quick, the first thing he said there, the reporter was like, is the whole team on the same page? And he said, of course. So let's go back a little bit and listen to that again.
Rudy's there as a safety valve sometimes. So we're just playing harder, help each other out more, and just be there on the catch a little bit more, and we'll be fine.
Behind closed doors, is the whole team on the same page?
Of course. We around each other every day. We've committed to this grind together for sure. Well, again, do we agree on everything all the time? Nah, we have constant communication on what may work, and we see different perspectives. We got different perspectives in that locker room, of course. That's what great teams do. But everybody understands the mission. Everybody's in this together.
Kevin, with the lab experience you have with Booker, Brad, and other guys, how much does that help the mental side when you're down there in the series?
You just got to go out there and do your job, man. Like I said, I could give a speech about what it's like in the playoffs or what the series was like being down 0-2, coming back. Like, I can go give that speech in the locker room all I want. We still got to go out there and execute the game plan that we got in place and go out there and play hard as we can. We get this one win, possession at a time basketball, So, yeah, all that stuff is cool, but at the end of the day, like, these guys know what it is around this time. Like, it's playoff time. Like, everybody understands this. So, I don't think we got to do anything extra.
How important is it to
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we know what the mission is from day one. We understood what we were trying to get to, what type of team we wanted to be, where we wanted to play at the end of the season. So everybody's been, coming in here with that type of mindset since the training camp started. So of course we're on the same page. When we lose a game, it's definitely going to look like that because we lost a game. But if you dig deeper into who we are as a team, if you're around us every day and see what we do and how we grind every day as a team, you wouldn't ask those questions. But I get it. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people don't see the inside.
Okay. Couple things there. First off, I've said this so many times, y'all, and I really do believe this. Whether you love or you hate Kevin Durant, man, he really is like a smart dude. Like this dude just saying he lives and breathes basketball is like an understatement. Joel Embiid's got 45 points right now, by the way, says NSE Hoops. But anyways, that's awesome. Kevin Durant lives and breathes basketball. And I just love this quote that he said. And, he's right. And I'm kind of scrolling from my phone here because I'm pretty much paraphrasing what he said. Here's part of the quote. I'll just read it off my phone. You can talk all you want, but if you don't execute what you just talked, it does you no good. Talking rah-rah speeches, all that stuff is cool to a certain point, but you got to go out there and execute. We haven't done that. Now, I quote tweeted that from one of the Suns reporters, and I said, I agree with this. Like, I'm all for talking and communicating and everything, but it's like, at the end of the day, you do got to go out and execute. Communications first, but like, and he even said it, like, there's lots of different perspectives and experience in that locker room. So he's right. But it's like, you got to go out there and execute. And again, I'm all for communicating and talking and all that stuff, but Suns have to execute. I just thought we would react to that. I thought that was a good clip. Again, he said a lot of other stuff I probably could have focused on, but that was kind of the main thing that I took away from that. But that's not all I want to react to before we kind of wrap up the show. Like I said, sort of a shorter show today. But let's talk about Grayson Allen, because yes, we did get a Grayson Allen injury update. At least at the time of this recording, we did. This one actually surprised me. And I think it kind of surprised a lot of people. So real quick, I saw in the chat earlier, as of right now, at the time of this recording, he is questionable. But that is huge because look, you guys, I even took a picture of it. I'll show you on my phone. Look at this ankle, y'all. Look at that. I'll leave it on the screen for a minute so you guys can see. Look at that. Yeah. And look, like that's really him and his ankle. Look at that. Ouch. That was the ankle injury the other day. And that was from game 2. He hurt the same ankle in game 1. So this kind of surprised me. Like I was getting the updates from practice and everything, and then all of a sudden, Grayson Allen's talking to the media. So I'm like, that's good. Like, cool. Grayson's talking to the media. And then all of a sudden, let's fast forward a little bit. Let's get to when they start interviewing Grayson here. Give me a second. Oh, here we go. Check this out, y'all. Here we go. Boom. Here's the Grayson Allen injury update.
For a lot of stuff. So it's feels good. Better than I thought.
Feels good. Better than I thought.
Thought it was going to hurt a lot. Feels pretty good. Questionable.
When you did go
That's
down,
great.
it just seemed like you were in more pain the other night than you were Saturday night.
Yeah, it's definitely like whenever you are jumping and landing, it's usually more of a violent roll. So it's more painful when you do it that way than flat on the ground.
Grayson, what do you do? Just take it or prevent that from maybe happening again?
Well, if you land on somebody's foot, there's no prevention. Like I already wear those big braces. That's kept me in a good spot for the whole year. But just, stepping on somebody's foot 2 games in a row is just unlucky, part of the game.
I know you've
mentioned between games 1 and 2, having the 48 hours and being able to get some movement in practice helped you kind of test it out and get ready for game 2. Were you kind of able to take similar steps in practice today?
Yeah, it was. I didn't do everything in practice today. Did some stuff on my own before, and hopefully a little bit more tomorrow morning. Give it another night's rest, another day of healing.
When you look at the offensive flow for the team over the last 2 games, where do you feel like you guys could be better, especially in those second half stretches where it feels like they've kind of gone runs?
Yeah, I mean, I think turnovers are hurting us.
Ding, 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 ding. Correct, Allen. Correct answer, Grayson Allen. You win $100,000.
Their points off turnovers are hurting us. Like, we're playing pretty good half-court defense, but when they are able to get out and score some easy ones and get an advantage playing 2-on-1, 3-on-2, whatever it is, it's tough for us, and it's tough for us to have possessions where we don't get up a good shot and then have to take the ball in the net and walk it back up. So cut down on that and try to get some more possessions where we're touching the paint.
Grayson, how will that decision be made if you play or not? Will it be your decision based upon what you feel as though you can do, or is it something you're combined?
It's a group decision, mostly between me and the training staff in there, and where it's at tomorrow before the game.
So, real quick, if you missed that guy's question, I actually really like that question. He was like, whose decision it is? Is it your decision to play? I like that question, and it's a fair question. And he's right. Like, he's got to talk to like the team staff, the doctors, all them first. And then that's why it's called like a game time decision. Like, players can go through a warm up and they kind of test out the ankle a couple hours before the game, sometimes even right before tip off. And they'll say, yeah, this player's playing, put him on the active roster, or no, he's not ready to go. But again, the fact that we even got this update is huge. And I also love how aware Grayson Allen is of what's going on with the turnovers. And I just love how aware and smart he is. Let's keep listening, y'all.
What determines going into the game knowing that you're not full speed? Mentally speaking, you said you stepped on your foot or someone else's foot twice already. Mentally, how does that affect you not being 100% going to the series?
Well, I've rolled my ankles a ton in my career, and so it's just kind of something you accept that it's part of the game. Like, you can just land on somebody's foot, and that's how it goes. So I don't think mentally that is really in the back of my mind, because I know if I roll it again, I rolled it twice before, like, it's going to be all right. So it's not really a worry.
What exactly were you able to kind of get through today? Any trying to run or?
Some running in the on the water treadmill, where some not full body weight, just to try to get some load on it and get moving through it without putting too much stress on it when trying to play tomorrow. So a lot of controlled loading, small jumps, stuff like that. Try to test it out and get some good work and load through it without doing too much for the game tomorrow.
Grayson, toward the end of the season, you guys had a few games where you really looked connected as a group. We haven't seen that so much in games 1 or 2. What happens when that starts to get away from you guys?
Well, I mean, when we're disconnected on offense, we're not very good offensively. You have to give a good amount of credit to them and what they're doing defensively, and they have a great defensive team. They showed it the whole season, and I don't know who voted Rudy for overrated player, but he really anchors the defense and makes it tough. So he frees up a lot of stuff for them. They're good defensively. You just have to play through their disruption, the physicality and aggressiveness they play with on the ball, smart rim attacks against Rudy, and you just have to be really, really poised with the ball, or else they can get you out of sorts.
Can we go back real quick, you guys? I want to react to what he said right here.
I mean, when we're disconnected on offense, we're not very good offensively. You have to give a.
I just love that. Like, when we're disconnected on offense, we're not very good offensively. Like, yeah, exactly. But yeah, so he talks for like a couple more minutes, and that's pretty much it. And again, KD said a lot of other stuff here. Frank Vogel even talked. It's like 22 minutes long. I'll listen to it fully later, and you guys can go on the Suns YouTube channel and react to it as well. But just wanted to give you guys that. He is questionable as of today, right now. But that's pretty much it, y'all. Again, sorry for the shorter show. I normally go over an hour at max, but today's shorter show. I want to go watch this Lakers Nuggets game and enjoy the rest of my night. But don't worry, you guys, I will be live tomorrow after the Game 3, Suns Wolves. Phoenix Suns are back home, and hopefully we can get the much needed win, and hopefully we can look like a real team in the playoffs. You know what I mean? But this was a fun show, y'all. Again, sorry for the poor timing with the NFL draft. I'm rocking my Cardinals hat here, and sorry for the poor timing with the NBA playoffs. Wanted to go live yesterday, but I was just so tired, y'all. But this was a fun show. We definitely got to do more of these. And thank you guys for everybody who tuned in. We had over 90 people here at one point. You guys are all amazing. NSE Hoops, appreciate you. Big Merc 83, appreciate you. Appreciate everybody. Slayer's Icon. Who else was in here? Wellness to Shape. Just so many people, y'all. I appreciate you being here. You guys are awesome. And yeah, stay tuned, y'all. And you already know the drill. If it has to deal with the Phoenix Suns, I'm going to make a video about it. Win or lose, Phoenix Suns for life. You guys are all amazing. God bless you guys. Stay safe out there. We'll see you guys like in less than 24 hours. So I love you guys. I am out of here. Enjoy the rest of your night too. And if you guys are watching this later and you made it all the way through, leave a like, get active in the comments and everything. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. God bless. Peace out. Win or lose, Phoenix Suns for life. And go Suns. Hulk smash the like button, everybody. Hulk smash the like.
What's up, son?